Welcome back to my channel, Minnesota Black Robe Regiment. Um, Man, I really don't know how to um, start this because I had said I was kind of done. Well, I was thinking I was done with my mask-free shopping videos. I thought that perhaps things had started to shift in Minnesota a little bit, because I was starting to see a lot more relaxed approach to facial coverings and Governor Walz's mandate here in the people's state of Marxisota. But I was wrong. And I want to clarify here. I had stopped shopping at Menards exclusively because of how they had started to handle COVID-19. One, they put armed guards at their door several months ago, which I'm actually fine with. I wish more private businesses would have armed guards. However, Menards explicitly started putting armed guards at their doors back, I think it was in April or May, maybe the end of March, because they wanted to control people who would come into the store and cause a scene. Not about social justice, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, Black Bloc, Antifa, Black Bloc, all of those other groups. They wanted to control people who were not social distancing and weren't complying with their orders to wear a mask. So they put an armed guard at their door. Cheap rent-a-cops, people who couldn't handle the military, people who couldn't handle law enforcement. And yeah, that's what they did. So I said, I'm done. And I was a loyalist to Menards. I shopped almost nowhere but Menards when it came to home improvement stuff. That changed quickly. So now I'm almost exclusively a Lowe's loyalist. Don't know how long that's going to last, because in the video you're about to see, a facial covering Nazi and his comrade got all up in my business tonight at Lowe's. And what you're going to see is just how much disinformation is out there about masks. And once again, I'll emphasize, a private business can do what they want. They can restrict whatever business they want to restrict. And I'm all for that. I don't care what the restrictions might be that they're putting in place. They have every right in the world to say, we're not going to let people who happen to be of purple ethnicity come into this store. We're not going to let heterosexual couples come into this store. If you come into this store and you're holding hands and it's clear that you're a heterosexual couple, we don't want to do business with you. If you come in and you're wearing a Bible verse on your shirt, they have every right in the world to refuse to do business with you. I'm okay with that. Let the market forces dictate whether or not that business survives. However, and this is a big however, they don't have the authority to demand proof of certain things. Somebody comes in with a dog or a service animal of some sort. They can't restrict that person from entering the store. Nor can they, according to many sources, demand that you prove that that animal is a service animal. Which is why you're starting to see so many places now not even question somebody who comes in with an animal, because it's become commonplace. Tonight, as you'll see, one of several people at Lowe's in Rochester, Minnesota, decided to demand proof from me that I demonstrate by documentation why I wasn't wearing a facial covering. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to refuse service on that. And there again, a private business can refuse to do business with anyone. But how far are we willing to take that, ladies and gentlemen? Are we willing to allow people to refuse business on ethnicity? Are we allowed to, or are we going to go so far as to allow people to refuse business based on religion, creed, sexuality? How about a person's gender? Could a business open up and say, we are strictly a women's only business, we will not allow men? Oh wait, that happens, right? There are gyms that only women are allowed to join. Could you imagine having a men's only club today? There'd be hell to pay. We have to stop with the fear porn. The CDC has reported that the vast majority of new cases of COVID-19 that are coming up as positives or having been exposed and now are maybe in a recovery state are people who are 85 to 90% compliant with mask mandates. They wear their mask everywhere they go, but yet they're miraculously testing positive for COVID-19. Why is that? Here's why. You can't stop a virus that's going to pass through any cloth mask. It's going to pass through any membrane. Masks are not as effective as everybody's making them out to be. Do they prevent it? Sure, to some degree, I'm sure they do. But do they work as well as everybody says they do? Nope, they don't, especially when you notice what happens in this video. So, here we go. I hope you guys enjoy this because this is a rich one. And my apologies ahead of time. You're going to hear a little bit of frustration in my voice. Quite frankly, because the individual who's in this video, the several individuals who are in this video, besides myself, are frustrating my dear wife. Now, I could have waylaid some of that and said, you know what, I'm just going to mask up, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do this business. However, when we kowtow, when we cave to societal pressures, whether it be to spare our family or spare people we know or to keep the businesses from being hassled by the government overreach and the tyranny of people like Commissar Walls of the People's State of Marxisota, what we're doing is we're giving up ground. And as I've said before, I would rather fight on this hill than pick the next hill to die on. And yes, I mean that. Once again, I do what I do in these videos. I do what I do when I go into public and I don't wear a facial covering. Not for myself. I do this for the 82 or 92 or 102-year-old people who can't wear a mask and are going to get harassed for being in public without it. Wake up, America. Wake up, Minnesota. Stop complying with unconstitutional orders and remember, you are the power in this country. The Constitution guarantees that. It's time that we take our state back. Hi.
I need to do a return, but I lost my receipt. I didn't think that I would have needed to return it.
Sure. Do you have the card that you used to purchase it?
Yeah.
All right. And so did you want a mask on the other side?
I don't wear masks.
Okay, so we will require it in our Lowe store.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do this return. So
So I'm gonna have to ask you guys.
So you can't get the return unless you put the mask on. Do you want to make the return?
I'm gonna make the return right now.
So I'll need you to get a mask first.
So why don't we go ahead and get this knocked out, and then I'll consider whether
Do
Do you want me?
you literally. So it's okay if she does it
Well,
while I stand here.
Yeah,
I
well,
just
you wear a
want.
mask.
Please don't
Can you
be.
consolidate on time?
We're fine. Go ahead and do the return.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to get
You have no reason why I don't wear a mask.
It's our supposed to.
But you don't know why I don't wear one, and you certainly have a right
Can
to
you
ask.
provide evidence?
I don't need to.
Yes, you do.
By law, I do not need to, ma'am. No. Please do the
Tell it to
return.
the judge.
Excuse me?
I said, tell it to the judge.
Which judge, ma'am?
I'm just making a joke.
Okay.
Well, can we please, because I have a mask on and I can
You
do
have-
the return, please. I mean,
Excuse me?
I said, Jesus Christ, I mean, really?
Do you know why I don't?
I don't care to know.
Okay. So you're
What's
you're
that?
not even wearing yours right.
It was true.
So it was down below. Hers
It
isn't
was
on right.
not.
Yes, it was.
So what?
So
So if you don't even have to do it, then why are we all under the law?
that's a
We
very
have to
good
do it.
question. But you don't have a
I'm
right
going
to.
to help this man. Can I help you, please? Oh, yes. Fine. I love people that do this. I love people that do this. Thank you. Okay. So we're going out.
That's fine. Thanks for watching this. As always, I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'd like to hear what you have to say about what you saw in this video. And once again, notice what was said to me. Notice who was hostile. Notice who was aggressive. Notice who was mocking. Notice who was being disparaging. It's not about me. I didn't do this. This is being brought to you by tyrants and despots. Subscribe to me here. Follow me on Facebook and the Corner Table. And there's going to be other social media outlets coming pretty soon. So, as always, Sic Semper Tyrannis. Thus always.